Welcome to straddle strengthening number 2. So if you've already tried number 1 and it's starting to feel relatively easy for you, we can move on up to number 2. We've got 3 exercises today. We're going to start the easy one and then make our way up to the hard one at the end. So if you have a foam roller at home that you can utilize, that's probably the easiest thing for us to use. Don't stress if you don't have a foam roller, you can totally do this exercise without one. It just stops you from cheating, that's all, if you've got one. So I'm going to start with a small foam roller first. See how you go with just a little one if you have 2 to choose from. So we're going to place the foam roller in between your feet. We're going to take your hands up above your head with your palms facing towards the ceiling. What I want you to do is squeeze that foam roller in between your pointed feet. And we're going to lift our hips up, keeping our legs straight, and we're going to take that foam roller all the way to our hands above our head. So keeping my legs straight, I'm going to lift up, take it to my hands, put it in my hands, and then slowly drop my legs down to the floor. Then from here, keeping that foam roller above my head, I'm going to sit up, take it forward, put it all the way down to my feet, and here's where we've got to make sure that we lay all the way back down first. Knuckles will face the floor, touch it, and then lift up, coming back, and rolling back down again, nice and slow, guys. So we're controlling those deep lower abs. That makes straddling so much more easier for us, and also working on the hip mobility and keeping the legs straight in your straddle as well. So what I don't want you to do is cheat. And I don't want you to bring your hands up to your legs. So I see a lot of people, when they're doing this particular exercise, the hands leave the floor and they meet about there-ish and do the exchange there. But we have to make sure that the hips are coming up off the ground and you're taking your feet all the way to your hands. Otherwise, we're not getting the full range of motion. If that's not a thing for you yet, that's totally fine. Yeah, I just want you to start off with just putting your legs up as far over your head as you can, and then take them back down if they're not going to make it to your hands. And put your hands in and lay back down again. That's better than meeting halfway. All right, grab yourself a quick break. If you have a longer foam roller, let's take it up a notch. And we'll try with a longer foam roller so that your legs are a bit further apart. Challenge those hip flexors more. If you've only got the one roller to choose from, no problem. If you have no rollers and you're doing this without your rollers, that's totally fine. I want you to bring your legs out a bit wider than what you had them before if you feel like you're ready for it. So as I said, there's that activation through the legs when you're holding something in between them that you don't get when you're not. So taking it up. Ooh. Might have to cheat on my first one here. Lower them down, sitting on up, placing it in between. Remember, I want you to make sure that you feel your knuckles touch the ground before you start to lift the legs up. So knuckles all the way above my head on the ground. And then lift, take it to my hands, and slowly lower down. So it's a dynamic movement up, and nice slow release back down to the floor again. So coming down, 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 one vertebrae at a time. Try to keep your heels attached to the ground. And lift. These should get easier as you do them, not harder. Yeah? As your body starts to understand what it is that you want it to do, they should start to get slightly easier. Some of the exercises we do get harder as we go. Some get easier as you loosen up into them. Straddle strengthening should get easier most of the time. All right, let's do one more, guys. Take it back, knuckles all the way down. Nice big dynamic movement up to the hands. Slowly lower down. Excellent, sit up. And back to the toes. Very good, guys. Excellent work. Second exercise we're going to do in our straddle strengthening today, we need a chair for, but it's not relaxing, so don't get your hopes up. What we're going to do is sit on the very, very edge of our chair, and you are more than welcome to lean back and hold on to the base of your chair with your hands. If you're feeling particularly hardcore and you want to go advanced, then you can take the hands off. It's quite difficult though, so see how you go holding on to the chair first. So we're going to lean back only slightly. I don't really want you to put your back on the back of the chair unless you get tired and you feel like you have to. So pushing down into the chair with our hands, we're going to bring our legs out into a rainbow, lift them towards the ceiling, touch them together with the toes facing upwards, bring them back out, scrape along the floor and touch together. Yeah? I'm going to do it sideways just so you can see it sideways. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand what's happening from the front. So, leaning back a little bit, we're going to bring the legs out, point them up towards the ceiling, touch the toes together, bring them back down and around. So we're going to do 5 of those, 5 of the rainbows, and then we're going to keep them out and do 5 lifts straight up. And then after the 5th one, we're just going to hold the legs up, take your hands off the chair and keep trying to point your toes towards the ceiling for 10 counts. I might stay sideways for it. It's a little bit easier to see. So here we go. As I said, try not to lean back on the back of the chair unless you absolutely have to. And here we go. Taking it up, point to the ceiling, bring it down, touch the toes. 1. Trying to keep those legs as straight as you can, not bending the knees at all. 2. Depending on where you're feeling tight naturally or today in specific, you're going to feel activations in different points. 3. All the way up. Oh, accidentally lean back. 4. And up. 5. Very good. Give them a shake. See, my inner thighs are a bit sore today from workout 2 days ago, so that's where I'm feeling it. So this one, we're just going to lift the legs straight up, keeping them out in a straddle position. I'll face forward for this one. So again, sitting on the very edge of the chair, leaning back just a little bit, and just taking the legs out without the rainbow. And here we go. 1. Touch the big toes to the floor. 2. 3. Again, some activation happening through the lower abs here. 4. Last one. 5. And this one we're going to hold up and let go of the chair. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and drop. And bash them off. Woo! Yeah, that burns. For our last one in today's sequence, guys, we're going to be needing our sliders. So if you have traditional sliders, I wouldn't recommend using them. I have them and I don't find them very helpful for this particular exercise because the top of my foot keeps slipping off. So even though I have them, I'm still going to utilize just some folded up towels because I'm on hardwood. If you have carpet at home, you can use plastic plates or plastic bags. So we're just going to be putting our feet on our sliders. Get something to support your elbows on so that they don't get sore because we are focusing down here and not up here. So we're going to come into a plank position, putting your feet onto your sliders. And what we're going to do is try to keep your legs straight, keep your bum down, and we're going to try to get your pinky to tap your finger pinky. So your pinky toe to tap your finger pinky. Almost impossible, but that's what we're going to try. So keeping it straight, we're going to do a big circle all the way around and then bring it back. It's half a circle actually. And then we go to the opposite side. Keeping your butt down as much as possible when you do it. So I don't want you to come up and lift your bum up here. We're going to keep that butt down nice and low and just swing through the hip flexor. Okay, now that you've had a go, let's do a set of 10. So that is 5 on each leg, which is plenty, trust me. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Okay, here we go. Where's the slider? There it is. Too much hair today. Okay, we ready, guys? Keep that bum down, nice strong abs. And let's go. That's 1. And 2. You'll probably find that one side feels better to you than the other side. 3. 4. That's just whichever one of your hips rotates better. 5. 6. Should be feeling your obliques working as well. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Very good. Push back. Give your lower back a bit of a break. Okay. Now that we have all of them, let's put them together into a little mini circuit. Okay, so everything all together, guys. We're going to do 10 of each. So we're going to do 10 bringing the foam roller to your hands and feet. Then we're going to do 10 in the chair of the rainbows. Then we're going to do 10 of your sliders. And then we'll come back to the chair. We're going to finish with 10 leg lifts and a hold out for 10. Yeah, it's quite a big set. Feel free to rest whenever you need to, but as you progress and you try it more often, see if you can keep going with less and less breaks. So let's give it a go. And whatever you would like to set for your legs here in the first one, whether you want the big roller or the little roller if you have options, or if there are no options for rollers, whether you have your legs closer together or further apart. All right, let's go. Taking it up. And sit up. We'll try to go faster for these ones than what we were before, but still keeping that good technique. So this is 2. Should feel a little bit easier now, but you've done all the other exercises as well because your hips will be looser. And 3. Remember, keep those legs straight. Control all the way down to the floor. Wait till you feel your heels touch the ground and then lift your hands up. 4. Keep your back into the ground as you lower those legs. 5. Point those toes as well. It's always good practice to point the toes. And 6. Keep the knuckles down while you lower the legs. More than halfway. Lift it up. 7. If you need to go slower than me, guys, feel free. Probably wouldn't go too much faster because you'll lose your technique. 8. Only 2 more to go. 9. All right, last one. Wait till your knuckles touch the ground. Don't get excited about finishing. Lift it up. Wait till your heels touch the ground. And 10. Very good. Push that roller out of your way. Let's go ahead and grab our chair. Okay. Doing our rainbows. So 10 rainbows. So sitting on the very end of the chair, leaning back. We go. Legs out. Take them up. Point them to the ceiling. And bring them back down again. 1. 2. Again, watch your knees here, guys. Yeah? You may not be able to lift this high to start off with, which is totally fine. 4. If you need to go lower so that you don't bend, so if you just need to come to here, that's so good, yeah? Whatever it is that you're capable of at the moment, we'll start to get it higher as we go. 6. The more we practice, the higher it will get. 7. But if we bend our knees, it doesn't get any better at all. 8. 2 more. Whew. Keep breathing. 9. If you're super tired, you need to lean back on the back of the chair, go for your life. 10. Very good, guys. Let's go straight into our sliders. And then we'll bring our chair back. If you're using your gym mat, remember to fold it up so you get a full range of motion with your sliders. So I want your feet to kiss together in the plank before the next one goes. Okay, again, too much hair. I need to cut it all off. Find your foot and the other one. All right, here we go, guys. 5 on each leg and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that little push at the end there. 5. Where you think you can't go any further, give it a little push. 6, 7. Watch that bum doesn't raise. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Very good. We are not done, guys. We still have to do the straight leg lifts on the chair. Folding your mat back out for your grip. I'll go sideways for these last ones. And then, after we've done 10, we're going to keep the legs pointed to the ceiling, let go of the chair, hold. Okay, here we go. Let's get it over and done. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, if you need to narrow your range of motion so that your legs don't bend, that's totally fine. 6, 7. I'm getting tired, so I'm not going as high now. 8, 9. We're going to hold this one up. Let's go. 10 seconds. We can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and drop. Woo! Oh my goodness. Give those flexors a good banging out. And you're done, guys. So that is straddle strength number 2. Don't worry if it feels really, really difficult. Straddle strength number 1 probably felt difficult at some stage too. The more you practice it, the better it gets, and then we can move on up to the next one. But you did awesome today, guys. Really well done.